Hello, everyone. Welcome to this edition of ATX Good News on this Friday. My name's Leslie Rohde.
And I'm Judy Maggio, and we have some stories for you on this very cold Friday that we hope will warm your heart.
Now, we typically here at ATX Good News every week highlight a good news neighbor of the week. Well, we thought this week, with all the chilliness that is going on out there in the ice, that we would really send a shout out to all of the people who are taking care of those in need during this time. Even the people who make it to work at the grocery store so that those of us can go and get groceries. Those people who are driving are out here in my neighborhoods, the propane trucks, getting the houses filled with propane so that we can stay warm, and our healthcare workers who make it in on these icy roads to the hospitals just to take care of us. Those are our good news neighbors this week.
Absolutely. And here in Austin, there are so many folks who are experiencing homelessness, and there's some great nonprofits on the front line working with the city very hard to make sure those folks the last couple of days have had a warm shelter. I'm talking about Mobile Loaves and Fishes, the Other Ones Foundation, and the Community Resiliency Trust. I mean, these are the folks that are out there on their own time volunteering to make sure that those in need are safe when we've had these unusually cold temperatures.
Yeah, we send a shout out to all of you good news neighbors out here doing that type of work. We want you to be a part of this conversation today, as always. So we remind you, so that we can see your comments and see who you are, please go to the link there, streamyard.com/Facebook. Click on a couple of clicks, and then we will be able to see your comments here, and you can take part in this good news discussion today. And we have some good news today, a lot of it.
Oh boy, do we. We hope you'll share the broadcast as well with your friends so we can continue to spread the good news in Austin. Leslie, today we have everything from laundry angels to a 100-year-old native Austinite, and she rode her horse to school. She's got quite a story to tell. So many things to share today, but we want to begin with how a love of animals is breaking the intellectual barriers that two Austinites face. And I just love this story because I'm an animal lover. So we want you to meet Mish Cameron. Now, Mish and her husband started a nonprofit called CatsRUs She has Asperger's, and she loves cats because she says they never judge her. So she started this nonprofit. It provides hospice care for terminally ill and disabled cats. She and her husband, Roy, who also has mental challenges, nurture and love the cats through their final days. And she works at Austin Pets Alive, where she cares for those kitties. One of the folks who knows her from there said that she is so dedicated to the extra special kitties she cares for. She said that Mish loves and nurtures the cats who are most in need, that other people pass over, and that she has a pure and loving heart. And I wanted to share this. Mish and Roy and Mish's mom, Cindy Brooks, are on the cover of a lot of the neighborhood magazines this month. Cindy's the one that told me about her daughter, and she said that caring for animals and nurturing them really gives her daughter a true sense of purpose, and it's a calling. So love to just shine the light on Mish and her husband Roy and Cindy Brooks. Thank you.
Yeah, and that website, CatsRUs Donate, if you would like to help that organization and that couple, please feel free to do that and spread the good news. And it's lovely that she's taking care of the cats like that, for sure. Well, one of the reasons we started ATX Good News is to shine the light on all of the unsung heroes out there in Central Texas. And that is also the goal of another nonprofit called RecognizeGood. We are partnering with RecognizeGood now to follow up with some of their so-called legends, those heroes out there doing selfless things to help other people. They're really inspiring us all. So we want you to meet Ebonie Trice now, who started the nonprofit called Mission Accomplished about 8 years ago in response to the rise in homelessness in Austin. One of the things that they do is they offer laundry services to those who are experiencing homelessness.
Over the years, we have went from going into a laundry facility to having our own laundry trailer. And so to me, it looks as though we shared it with the organization, and now we have our own. And so we're able to help more people, which is really great, because that way we can expand our services to multiple and various locations. No matter what a location is doing, and as long as they're helping those that are experiencing homelessness, we are there. And so now we're able to have individuals come out there. They know we're there every week. They're bringing their clothes. And then you start finding out other things, such as individuals that are looking for employment, housing, food, clothes, different types of things, hygiene products. And so building that relationship so that we can know what other ways that we can help or connect with other agencies that may be able to have them be able to provide those resources to them. Our short-term goal, I would say, is to get more employees as well as a box truck. But our long-term goal would be to have a fleet of trailers with transitional housing as well as a laundry facility.
Well, that is great. Ebonie has so many goals, and we are so proud of all that she has done, and we salute her here at ATX Good News. And again, we're partnering with RecognizeGood in that collaborative process to kind of look back and follow up with the legends who they've spotlighted. Well, I believe we have lost Judy. And these kinds of things happen sometime when we're live streaming, but we will go ahead and move on with one of our other stories today. Actually, let me do one thing first with Ebonie. You heard her mention her goal, and that is to get a box truck. She really needs a box truck. Hey, Judy, welcome back.
I don't know what happened, but that's live technology, and my shot died. So thank you for rolling with the punches back in your anchoring days there, Leslie. We know how to roll with the punches and fill a little time.
Well, I was just about to talk to our viewers about Ebonie some more. We heard from her and her goals for Mission Accomplished. She has such big dreams and goals, not only for her organization, the nonprofit, but also herself. And one of the things she said was, she wants to have this box truck. That's a short-term goal, because it would allow them to put all of their laundry essentials and other things that they take out to these sites, these agencies, to be able to truly connect with these people experiencing homelessness. So we hope that some way we'll be able to see her get that box truck really soon and help her realize her goal.
And one of the things that I love about Ebonie is she's so ambitious. She has so much energy. She's even getting her PhD right now in social work. She's back in college. So our hats off to Ebonie. We salute you, one of those unsung heroes in the community. And Ebonie has a lot of women who work with her. And I'll tell you what, women helping women, I think, is always good news. And we wanted to end today by talking about Dress for Success, Austin. As you know, a lot of women bore the brunt of the pandemic, and we're trying to juggle childcare, and some lost their jobs because of COVID. This is a success story from Dress for Success, Austin. Her name is Nita Martinez. And Nita had a really rough 2020. She's a mom of two. She lost her job at Dell. She lost her husband as well. And I'll tell you what, Dress for Success made such a difference for her. She went through a training program called Path to Employment. She had a great mentor. Now she is back at work and thriving. She works over at the Texas Department of Motor Vehicle, and she is a project coordinator there. And, we want to remind everybody that Dress for Success does more than just provide professional clothing for women. They do so much to help you find a job and keep a good job. And there's such a great network of mentors there. So good news for Dress for Success and Nita Martinez, that vibrant redhead that you saw there. We love seeing that smile on her face.
Congratulations, Nita, and Dress for Success for all you do for our community. We're getting some comments too. We wanted to show Carla Smith said, love Ebonie's story. We are getting, and she also said, Dress for Success is a wonderful program. And we want to thank all of you for taking part in this conversation and really stopping a minute just to recognize the good news that's in our area for sure. But now we have something that we've been waiting to tell you about. There you go. I'm trying to do two things at once. And that is, we have a special birthday today to celebrate. We are celebrating a birthday, a 100th birthday today with Evelyn Plowman of Austin. There she is just a few years ago. She hits the century mark this week, but back in the day, the lifelong Austinite, she rode her horse to elementary school in South Austin. She and her husband actually owned a grocery store in the 50s. It was down near South Lamar and West Mary. We also learned from her friends this week that she danced to big band music under the live oak trees on South Congress in the 40s. It's hard to remember that, but it sounds beautiful. Her neighbors tell us she's as sharp as a tack now. She lives in her own home still at 100 years old. She keeps everyone on the street smiling. Sounds like she's spreading some good news herself. Happy 100th birthday, Evelyn. We here at ATX Good News celebrate with you for sure.
I'd love to hear some of Evelyn's stories growing up as a child in Austin, what it was like way back when, right? Can you imagine riding a horse to school in South Austin? I just love it. I just love it.
And did she ride by herself or did she
Well,
ride with
no,
a friend?
actually, she had her kindergartner sister on the back. So she said that her kindergartner sister would just hold on for dear life because she was so little and they were on a big horse. So happy birthday. I think it's actually tomorrow. So maybe we'll share some pictures from Evelyn's party with you next week. But, you know, we're starting our second month of ATX Good News, and we're doing this all on our own. So we love your help. We love that you're sharing this with your friends. We love that we've had so many folks follow this page. Sometimes we're going to have some technical issues like we did today, but that's okay because this is all about spreading the news that Austin's a beautiful, generous community, and there's so many people out there helping one another and doing good works and good deeds.
And we hope that you will continue to share your story ideas with us, even if it's something like a 100th birthday we want to stop and remember as good news, or something that a business is doing and that an organization is doing, or that a group of people just got together to try to do. Anything like that, that's good news that you would like us to share so that we can all spread it. And remember, like Judy said, that there's a lot of good going on in our community. So send those ideas and story ideas to atxgoodnews@gmail.com, atxgoodnews@gmail.com. And also, if you have someone you'd like to nominate for our Good News Neighbor of the Week, we need to hear those ideas too.
And we have a great good news neighbor, someone who's very well known in Austin next week, and that's your tease next week. Hey, thanks so much for giving us a little bit of your time on this Friday. Make it a wonderful weekend. And as Leslie said, let's all look for the good news in our community.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.